Okay, roll for initiative. Woo! A natural 20!
Ladies and gentle frogs, let me introduce you to my Pathfinder character, Harapan. Because the complete nerds that we are, and we are not afraid to admit it openly on the internet, my husband and I and two of our best friends have a Pathfinder group. Why be a humanoid character if you can be anything you want? So my Chaos Goblin cottagecore brain went like, frog, can I be a frog? And then my friend, who is coincidentally also our game master, is like, yeah, gripplis are a thing. And I was like, awesome. So for this video, what are we going to do? We are going to do that trend that was wildly popular a couple of months ago. And I am nothing if not chronically months too late with any trend. We are going to make a frog plushie, but then make it resemble my Pathfinder character, Harapan, because while this is fine and dandy little 3D printed figurine of my character is very useful when playing the game, it does not quench my thirst of having an actual Harapan, because I really like my character. That's the outline of what we are going to do today. I hope you all got what we are going to do. If you don't know what Pathfinder is, it is a tabletop role-playing game just like Dungeons and Dragons. Maybe I should have said that earlier, so some of you were maybe like, but I don't script these things. It's a blessing and a curse. We need materials. First off, yarn. This is my box of yarns that I dyed in the past and have yet to use. Got some lavender in there to keep out moths. This could be quite a good contestant. I believe this was dyed with alder cones. Going to add this one in there as well. Cast on 3. Well, that's apparently the easiest cast on I've ever done. This is her butt. But being serious, I must tell you that I have gone with smaller needles, 2.5mm needles, although the pattern says to use 3.5mm needles. But it also says to hold 2 yarns together, one like mohair. I don't have that. But it's quite a decent butt already. Okay guys, so I have moved to my sewing room for the next steps in this project because the supplies I need are here, and secondly also because talking to you guys is a lot less awkward without my husband sitting next to me. Now we will mattress stitch the little body closed, then fill her up with some of these little scraps of cabbage, coleslaw if you will. Add some eyes to her, for which I have 2 little buttons. And maybe I'll also tell you some stories about her. So my character's name is Harapan. This is... Hey! This is not a Dutch word, even though I pronounce it very Dutch. In my story, the origin story of my Pathfinder character, because she needed that, because she's not native to the region our adventure is taking place. I invented this story that she came from a matriarchal frog society approximately one entire ocean away. But during a great storm, the frogs had to flee. They had put their eggs on a raft, and a lot of the gripplis, I always say frog, but they are grippli, they drowned, and actually they also lost 99% of all the eggs they had, except for one. So now when they are living in this new area, and the ones that have actually survived the voyage on the raft are actually like the older grippli. So they put all their hope of ever returning to their home country on this one little egg. Now, you might already guess where I'm heading at with this. I just went on Google Translate and tried out every single language and to find a word meaning hope that just sounded like a really cool name. And Indonesian had what was written phonetically, and I will pronounce it very Dutch, so completely wrong, harapan. And I liked it. Now, it is quite ironic that harapan is like their only hope to ever return to their home country, but right now she's just slaying demons and goblins with a guitar axe slinging stone giant and a I just chomp everything barbarian. Now I'm not 100% happy with my knit stitches. The coleslaw is showing through, and I think that's mostly because I was struggling with the short rows and had some gaping bits. But it's a frog's body, it's a frog's body, that's all I can say. Boop! Let's add some eyes. I don't know, these eyes are weird and bulging. I think I might want to try something different. Is this better? I mean, sure. Who is a little grumpy frog? Well, I would be grumpy too if my legs were these flimsy noodles. Let's put some iron wire in her leg so that I can make her bendable and poseable. She cute! Boop.
Sultry photo shoots aside, our grippli is right now rather naked, so let's change that. I have a bit of scrap purple cabbage and we're going to make her a little dress or tunic, if you will. And why, yes, it does look a little bit rough on the edges, but don't forget she lives in a marsh. And have you tried sewing a dress with webbed feet? And now our little lady isn't complete with just a nice dress. No, as you can see, Harapan actually also wears jewelry. So I have got some beads and let's get to it.
Ladies and gentle frogs, may I introduce you to Harapan, my Pathfinder character? Because there are still securities in this universe, and because this is a project of mine, this frog is not perfect. But she makes me very happy. First off, I think the yarn that I made her with was not the ideal yarn to make this project. Yes, I did have some issues with the short rows, but also in the normal stitches there is gaping and the cabbage stuffing is showing. So if I had a thicker yarn, that would have remedied that issue, and maybe I could also have bought actual eyes instead of buttons. On some parts on her legs and arms, the wire is also showing because of this yarn. So yeah, she's not perfect, but you know what? That doesn't matter because she gives me so much joy. I'm going to take away her little fishing hook before I poke myself an eye out. If you play a tabletop role-playing game, or if you're writing a novel, reading a novel, if there is just a character that you love, I would highly encourage you to make the thing, because I don't know, I would die for this little frog. I am serious. And I do hope you also found some serotonin in watching me make this little grippli frog with a purple dress and a matching necklace. I am just now realizing how silly this project is, but I don't know. It's a frog. It makes me happy. That's actually all I have to say about this project. So, if you like these kind of fiber shenanigans, and maybe you could like, comment or subscribe, but that is of course all up to you. And as for me, and as for Harapan, we will see you in the next video. Bye!